How Steve Harvey went from homeless to millionaire. Hello everyone, I really hope you've had a wonderful week so far. Let's skip the small talk for a moment and get down to the issue of the day, which is guaranteed to brighten up your day even more. The biography of Steve Harvey is a classic example of a rags to riches story, but instead of a fairy godmother or an unknown benefactor, the key to his success was honesty, creativity, and perseverance. Harvey revealed that he was previously homeless and living out of his Ford Tempo, despite the fact that he has accumulated an empire that is estimated to be worth $100 million at this point. It bothers me when I hear highly successful people say, "I always knew I would get here," he adds. It kills me when I hear people claim that I always knew I would get here. I didn't. It was always a goal of mine to succeed in some endeavor, but this is beyond my wildest dreams. My creative thinking didn't even stretch this far. It would appear that he has everything. His best-selling book from 2009, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, have been turned into a smash hit movie as well as the sequel to the movie. Now, in addition to hosting the game program Family Feud and the popular daytime chat show The Steve Harvey Show, he is also the host of a syndicated radio show. His most recent hosting gig was on the critically acclaimed NBC variety show Little Big Shots. However, when he initially decided to pursue a career as a comic, after quitting his job to do so, he found himself divorced from his wife, living alone, and making as little as $50 per week to get by. When asked about his experience of becoming homeless in the late 1980s, he described it as an unpleasant moment that was simply incredibly painful. Steve Harvey worked as hard as he could to make ends meet when he was younger. He was a mechanic, an insurance salesman, a mail carrier, and a carpet cleaner, and he was willing to take on any job that paid well. At one point, he took up boxing and made money in the ring. Harvey was forced to live in his car after he was unable to secure stable employment and was forcefully to rely on sporadic work to make ends meet. It was the year 1980 and he was living out of a 1976 Ford Tempo that he had bought. Harvey continued to accept any job that came his way, proving his tenacity and desire to improve his life. For his own health, he drove about with a cooler full of whatever food he could find and showered at swimming pools and patrol stations. Sadly, it took him 3 full years to move on from this point in his life, which he appropriately dubbed rock bottom. At this time, he was considering working as a comedian, and several performances offered to pay for his hotel accommodations. Everyone has a moment when they turn back, when you say to yourself, "This is too much," adds Harvey. Everyone has a moment when they turn back. I consumed it on multiple separate occasions. Harvey persisted even when he was at his lowest moment, which was when he was hiding in the lavatory of a hotel as he was trying to wash up. I sat down and started crying, but a voice said, "If you keep going, I'm going to take you places you've never been," the celebrity reveals. It felt as if God were telling me, "Don't give up, you're almost there." Soon after, success came Harvey's way, beginning with a high-profile role appearing on Showtime at the Apollo in 1993. Later on, he landed a sitcom and a seat on Cedric the Entertainer and Bernie Mac's original Kings of Comedy tour. Bernie Mac passed away in 2005. Harvey claims that he is unable to slow down despite the fact that he has a successful marriage, a fulfilling family life, and a prominent role in the television industry. "I'm trying to get away from being homeless," he admits. "There is no way that I could ever put myself in that situation again. In the event that my presentation is cancelled, I have 3 others lined up. I have 12 different jobs, so I never have any spare time. It's nearly impossible to flip through the channels these days without running into a show on which Steve Harvey is either the presenter or a guest star. Many people of all ages and from different regions of the world have grown to love and respect the well-known comedian and talk show presenter, and he is widely regarded as one of the most tireless performers in the business. At this point, this is the entirety of the information that we possess. If you enjoyed viewing the show, we would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to it by clicking the button labeled subscribe. Make sure the notification button is activated so that you are kept abreast of all of the newest videos that we upload. We would appreciate it if you would use the comment box to share your reactions to the video with us, as we would be interested in hearing them as well. That was everything that we are able to cram into the agenda for today.